These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
I'm Faye Fredericks with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. New information in a deadly officer-involved shooting that shut down a major Phoenix intersection and delayed school for hundreds of students this morning. Police say it all started with reports of two people shoplifting at a convenience store near 35th Avenue in Roosevelt. Investigators tell us they tried to confront the suspects, but they took off in separate directions. Police chasing after one man who they say then took out a gun and started shooting at officers. That's when police fired back, killing that man. The patrol car was also hit multiple times. No officers are injured in this. Police are still looking for the other shoplifting suspect. ABC 15 looking into the numbers. This is the 23rd officer-involved shooting this year. Phoenix police were involved in 7 of those. America votes. A ballot measure on border security could be headed straight to Arizona voters this November, but Governor Katie Hobbs is pushing back against the Republicans' Secure the Border Act. The legislation would toughen consequences for migrants crossing illegally and increase penalties for anyone using false documents to apply for benefits. ABC 15 asking the governor if she believes the plan would face legal challenges.
Absolutely. I think there's a large number of constitutional concerns that will be brought up.
Major part of this plan includes provisions that were in a bill that Governor Hobbs vetoed. By giving voters the ultimate decision, Governor Hobbs' approval is not required. Big deadline approaching on Capitol Hill as lawmakers look to make changes at the FAA. The House passing a 1-week extension to give Congress a little more time to look over a 1,000-page bill that will guide federal aviation policy for the next 5 years. The bill includes a plan to fill a shortage of air traffic controllers, set policies for ticket refunds, and improve runway safety. Major sticking point right now, a provision to increase the mandatory retirement age for pilots from 65 to 67. The airlines say it would help relieve the ongoing pilot shortage. Pilots union argues there's no data to prove that the increase is safe and would cause chaos for airline seniority. On Wildfire Watch, our team closely monitoring the Flying Bucket fire burning south of Goodyear. Fire officials tell us strong winds caused the fire to double in size to 4,000 acres. Investigators tell ABC 15 started after someone fired a gun. We're also tracking the horse fire on the Tonto National Forest. It's burned 500 acres since Sunday. That fire now 5% contained. Disneyland about to get a whole lot bigger. Disney releasing concept art for the expansion of its theme parks in California. The company recently cleared a major hurdle. It'll allow it to expand the parks without acquiring any new land. It'll be the biggest project at Disneyland since the gates opened way back in 1955. In today's Impact Earth report, Swiss scientists unveiling a climate vacuum in Iceland. This is Mammoth, a direct air capture plant designed by Climeworks to strip carbon from the air. At full capacity, company says it can pull 36,000 tons of carbon from the atmosphere, the equivalent of taking almost 8,000 cars off the road for a full year. Runs on clean geothermal energy and can even repurpose carbon once it's collected. Company plans to transport the carbon underground where it will turn to stone. A consumer alert now as new data links flame retardants in car seat foam to cancer-causing chemicals. A study published today in Environmental Science and Technology says air samples taken from cars included potential carcinogens, with levels spiking in the summer. That's because the hot air increases the amount of chemicals released from the seat. Those researchers now asking the government to ban those materials from cars in the future.
With your most accurate forecast, I'm meteorologist Jorge Torres. Temperatures will remain below average once again for Thursday, but we are expecting the winds to be breezy once again. Starting off with temperatures in the 60s in the morning, warming up into the mid-80s by midday and staying just shy of 90 degrees tomorrow. But the winds will be still a concern for some parts of the state, mainly across southern Arizona and the valley too, with winds sustained around, again, 10 to 15 miles per hour, gusting around 20 to 25 miles per hour at times, with more the same on Friday and for the early part of the weekend. Highs across northern Arizona tomorrow, remaining in the mid-60s there in Flagstaff. Same for Heber and Shoalo. 70s throughout Gila County and across western Arizona. Highs staying in the upper 80s to near 90. But that 7-day forecast showing those temperatures getting warmer and warmer, beginning Mother's Day with a high of 98 degrees that day. 99 on Monday, and we're back at and above 100 degrees in the valley by Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. In Flagstaff, we'll keep those highs in the 60s with slight rain chances beginning Sunday through Wednesday of next week as well, with highs back in the 70s by Monday.
These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.